Good day to you. Yeah, I'm on the Triumph Speed 400, not for the first time. I have done quite a few miles on them, and with it winning best overall bike with MCN and the retro, it just seems fitting that I should have a look at it again, especially given that the Royal Enfield Guerilla has come on the scene, because it looks very similar in the way it performs and handles and everything, and the price on the Triumph has gone up. It's over £5,000 now, whereas the Royal Enfield is still under £5,000. I think just over by the time you've paid the on the road business. Yeah. So a quick rundown of it again. Out the way, pigeon. Yeah. So this bike has the single clock with a LCD display of information, trip, fuel economy, all that business. Bar end mirrors on the Speed, not the Mickey Mouse ones that come on the Scrambler. All the switchgear, pretty standard. It doesn't have a lot. You've got traction control, not sure whether you can switch it off on this, and of course ABS. The suspension's fairly basic, but pretty damn good for the price point of the bike. Brake horsepower, just under 40. If you're into numbers, 39.5 or something like that. And about 37 newton meters of torque, maybe 38, or maybe in between. So we'll get down here. This is a slightly faster road, main road rather than a back road. So there we go. And of course I'm filming and I don't want to get locked up, so we'll stick within the speed limit. Yeah, because this bike right now, this wants to go. Yeah, it's quite happy to sit at 60 and below, and in fact it will sit at 30 in 6th without any lurching or anything. The seat height 790. It's a small bike. I'm 6'2", but I feel dead comfy on it. I guess the geometry of it is just pretty general for everybody and anybody. I have no problems with it at all, with my knees or my hips or my arm. Everything is just dead comfy. The handling is just absolutely Jim dandy at legal speeds. Above legal speeds, how would I know? Fuel tank, I think it's about 13 litres it holds, which is okay for a bike that does a claimed 80 miles to the gallon. And I've got to be honest, I'm not sure I've achieved that on any of my rides on the Speed 400, or in fact the Scrambler 400. So what I'll do is I'll bring you back when I get off this road. Yeah, right, so I'm about to turn off this road, and what I've noticed is I was clearly lying to you. I flicked it onto the trip computer for the MPG, and you can see there very clearly 79 MPG. So I've clearly been riding like a very good boy. Yeah. So now onto this little back road, which is terribly bumpy, covered in all sorts of rubbish, so I'm not going to go like a loony. I'm on my way to my mate's, TC, going to go and have a cup of tea. So what we might do is we might do a walk round when I get to TC's. I do like the sound of the Speed, I really do. And it has got some real get up and go when you want it to. Yeah, marvellous. Out the way, pigeons. Right, I will bring you back after a walk round. Yeah. Right, here it is. Yeah, Triumph Speed 400. It just looks marvellous here amongst the trees. Here at Tim's letting me just film it here in his front garden. Yeah, marvellous. Obviously quite small with that seat height of 790, but makes it accessible to lots of people. Those gold anodized type upside down front forks help keep it nice and stable. I think they look all right. I mean, it looks just like a baby Speed twin, doesn't it? Headlamp, it's just lovely. Little short mudguard, you can see it's quite dirty. And it probably needs a fender extender. Tiny little belly pan or skid pan or whatever you want to call it underneath there, and that wonderful engine that looks so classically Triumph, I think, producing 39.5 brake horsepower, and what, 37.5 newton meters of torque, something like that, I think. Bench sort of seat, it's dead comfy. Single exhaust, of course, that has a lovely little pop. Little grab rail as well, that's wonderful. Triumph on the back. Lots of people will put a tail tidy on there. Single disc on the back. Bi-B brakes on the front, don't know what's on the back. I assume it's Triumph own, could be Bi-B. In fact, I think it is, by looking by the logo on it. If you look, that little logo, I think is Bi-B, isn't it? Yeah, it's the B. And of course, that engine casing on this side, again, just a smaller version of the bigger Triumphs. Liquid cooled, of course. Bar end mirrors, just lovely. And that clock, single, got everything on it that you need. Gear indicator, revs, trip and all that lot, just lovely. And this colour on this one is black, silver, and that is like a grey colour, very nice with the Union Jack Triumph logo. Yeah, I think it looks alright. Just like, you know, from a distance, in the right settings, you can easily mistake it for a bigger Speed twin. Yeah, absolutely marvellous. Right, I shall get going. I'll see you back on the bike. Right, here we are, back on the bike. Oh, there's a cone there, marvellous. Yeah, oh, what do you think? I think it looks like a cracking little bike. And although it's small, it doesn't feel like I'm drowning the bike, if you know what I mean. I tell you what, I did have a marvellous cup of tea there while I was at TC's. Yeah, wonderful. He liked it. He thought it was a really smart looking bike. But what I was saying to TC was, one of the things is, just recently I seem to have been getting faster and faster, and now I'm riding on a bike called Speed. And what I really wanted to know is, what's this bike like for... Oh, I want to go down here apparently. Marvellous. For adventuring down these little back lanes. And so far I've been all over, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's so light and easy, it handles so well. It's got just the right amount of power, and it can be ridden really quite relaxed. Yeah. But anyway, let's get on to the senses test and taste. You'll be pleased to know I've got most of my taste back for... Oh, where are we going? Oh, we could go down there, look. I wonder what that would do to the sat-nav. Yeah, we'll go over there. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, it's all just been gravelled though. Well, probably not the best choice, but I'm only going steady. Yeah, so I've got my taste back. So what would this taste like? Well, I reckon this would be a blackjack, definitely. Very sweet and slightly spicy. Yeah, lovely. Smell? Well, don't smell of anything except warm metal and plastic. And then what does it look like? Oh, well, it's like I said in the walkabout, it looks like, oh, it's telling me that there's a diversion. Hang on, let me have a look, see what that... Oh, it's gone. That's alright. Yeah, I know what it's saying. Trying to send me a different way, but I'm alright. Yeah, so it just looks like a baby Triumph Speed Twin. It's as simple as that. If you don't like that sort of modern retro look, or even a modern twist on a modern retro, then you know you won't like it. And then to touch and feel, it feels good quality. Everything feels pretty solid on it. Obviously they've cut things a little bit to keep the price down, and I understand some people have had some issues with it. So, oh, what do you make of it? I think it's cracking good value for money, and I think the general quality is pretty damn good. Yeah, especially for the money. There's also then the sound. I think it sounds great. I really do. Going through town and that, you really get to hear it. Obviously, I've got my visor up. You probably can't hear it. But yeah, I like it. And you can get pipes for them as well now. And then the sixth sense, how does it make me feel? Well, I'll save that for when I get off this next road. Yeah. So yeah, oh, how does it make me feel? Absolutely wonderful. I love it. I think it can do the slow ride, and it's quite fun to open up a bit. For me, it feels just like the 250s of the 70s and 80s. Yeah, that's what I'd say. It feels similar in size and similar in performance. It's quite a feisty little thing if you want it to be. It's also quite sedate if you want to just poodle, which is just as well given some of the traffic that we get. Now, depending where this car goes when we get out of here will depend whether you'll actually see that. Yeah, we're in a 20 at the moment. Yeah. Now he's going that way. So yeah, finally onto a road that's got no cars. How does it make me feel? Well, it's just good fun. Just get the visor shut there. Yeah, it's a right hoot at legal speeds, and it's got enough gumption to go at illegal speeds. Let's just steady up there. Good speed. Yeah, marvellous. Yeah, I really like it. I'm going to be very interested to see how the Guerilla performs next to it. Yeah, because I watched Ian Hughes on his video and he absolutely swears by it, but I'm not sure Ian's ridden this, but I think he's going to shortly. Yeah, which will be marvellous. So, oh, there we go. Absolutely wonderful. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I've just noticed the range on the tank now, and it's not a full tank, it's showing full, but it's not, because I've been running around on it. It's showing 210 miles still to go. Yeah, so probably a range of about 230 miles, I would say. Yeah, but there you go. Hope you've enjoyed this little video, and I will catch you in another. Ta-ta.